I'm going to be ranking the best auctionable cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to F tier, and we have about 50 to 60 of the best auctionable cards in the game. And if you guys are wondering what is an auctionable card, it's going to be a card you guys can buy directly off the auction house. So there's going to be no free cards, no Rick Smith, Artis Gilmore, Michael Finley, Bob Nedelecki, any free cards you can think of won't be on this tier list. And also the locking cards like Chet, Terry Dishinger, the Kembe, Manute Bull, any locking cards won't be on this tier list because it's just going to be all the cards you guys can buy off the auction house, and I'll be ranking them all from S all the way down to the A tier category. So looking at the first auctionable card is going to be Anthony Davis. I'm gonna go C tier for AD. Now, once again, if it's a big tier list, I might not have these cards exactly where they're going to end up at the end of the tier list, so I do kind of move some stuff around depending if I want to change anything. But Anthony Davis is still a decent power forward. Like, he's 6'10" at the 4, 7'2" wingspan. He's going to give you great defense, but he's a tad bit undersized and doesn't have that quick and overpowered jump shot that I think he's probably going to drop a couple tiers down into that C tier category. Now, Amen Thompson, I'm gonna go A tier. I don't think he's S. To be an S tier, you probably have to be a top 2 to 3 card at your position, an auctionable card at your position. I'm not sure if he is that. I would say he's a top 5 point guard. Top 2 to 3, I'm not 100% sure about. So Amen Thompson, I think, fits perfectly in A tier. I love his jump shot, great dribble sigs, amazing dunk packages. He plays good defense, he moves well in game. I think Amen Thompson is an A tier auctionable card. And also Asar Thompson. I think both the Thompson twins are going to be in that. I think they're both going to be in that A tier category. I mean, talking about value and budget cards, like, that is the perfect budget and value, backcourt in the game. You got Asar Thompson, you got Amen Thompson, who are both great defenders. Did I just lose my voice mid-video? What just happened to my voice? But yeah, Asar Thompson and Amen Thompson are really good in the backcourt together, and I think they're both going to be in the A tier category. Very elite budget cards in my team. LaMelo Ball, I think, is probably also going to be an A tier. I would say Amen Thompson, though, is slightly better at the point guard position, but I do think LaMelo, because of his jump shot and the offense he brings to the table, I think has to be at least in the A tier category. Now, talking about invincible Victor Wembanyama, 100%, not even a question in my mind. He probably should be like 5 tiers above. There should be like a Victor Wembanyama tier, 18 tiers above every other card on this tier list. That is how good and just overpowered Victor Wembanyama is. He's 7'5" at small forward, 8-foot wingspan, one of the best player models in the game. He's got legit 99 every single stat. He's got 55 Hall of Fame badges, maxed out defensive tendencies, all at 100, and then he's also got an amazing jump shot, the Kuzma base, Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. He's got the tray fade, great dribble sigs, literally some of the best sigs in the game, and also the 2 best dunk packages with the quick drops off 1 and the front clutches as well. So Victor Wembanyama for sure is going to be in the S tier category. The best card in the game, the best auctionable card, the best small forward, the best everything in my team this year. Easily going to be an S. D-Rob, I'm going to say probably B tier. Still a really good defensive power forward. He's got a decent jump shot. He's got size at that power forward position. And yeah, I think D-Rob probably going to be in B tier, slightly better than Anthony Davis. I think Scotty Barnes is going to be in the high B tier category. I do think he's a slightly worse card than Amen Thompson and LaMelo Ball. I really like Scotty, though. Great defender, 6'8" at point guard. He could drive to the basket, and I don't mind his jump shot at all, but I do think he's going to be in B tier. Steph Curry, I think you got to go F. It's not to say that Curry's a bad card at all. He's a really fun point guard. He can definitely cook. I know a lot of people like Steph Curry, especially in my team, and he's a really fun and great point guard. It's just when we're talking about the top 50 to 60 auctionable cards in the game, I think he's probably going to be one of the worst. So for me personally, I'm putting Steph Curry in that F tier category. Ben Simmons, I still think you got to give S tier too. 6'11" at point guard. He's the best defensive point guard in my team. One of the best player models for a point guard. He can slash at the basket and still does have, some pretty decent dribble sigs and an okay jump shot. So I think Ben Simmons, because of his size and defense, I think is still going to be an S tier. Big Z, I'm going to go B. I mean, he's still 7'3", can play small forward, shooting guard, great size, great mismatches on offense. He can defend, and he just allows so many different lineups to be running on the court, especially when there's a guy like Victor Wembanyama. You kind of need Big Z for some more height on your squad, so Big Z, always a great card to have on your squad. Evan Mobley, I'm gonna go A tier. I think Evan Mobley is legit one of the most underrated cards in the game. Like, he is so good at power forward. He's 7 foot at that power forward position, 7'4" wingspan. He's got elite defensive animations in the game, perfect defensive stats, you know, every single Hall of Fame defensive badge. He's got 100 in the defensive tendency category, and then also does have a super fast jump shot and a great jump shot. The Montrez Harrell base, Sadiq Bey upper on very quick timing. He's even got some pretty decent dribble sigs. He's got the tray fade, great dunk packages. I mean, Evan Mobley, an absolute beast at the power forward spot, I do think is going to be in that A tier category. Larry Bird, I think you also got to give him A tier, a really good 6'9" small forward. He's got a new jump shot that's knocked down. He's got pretty good dribble sigs. Larry Bird easily going to be an A. I think Anthony Black, I'm going to put high B tier, a really good point guard in my team. I like Amen Thompson and LaMelo Ball a little bit more at the point guard position over Anthony Black, so I do think he's going to be in B tier, but that one really comes down to preference and opinion. Bull for sure going to be an S tier, 7'2" at that 3. At that small forward position, 7'7" wingspan, and we know Bull can do everything on the court, just like a card like Victor Wembanyama. Even though I think Wemby is a whole different level above Bull, I think Bull is still going to be in that S tier category. LeBron, I'm gonna give A tier 2, definitely not S anymore, but I still think LeBron has great defense, size at that shooting guard position. I don't mind his jump shot. I think he's great at slashing to the rim and is one of the best defensive shooting guards in the game. So for that reason, I think you put LeBron in A tier. Jokic, another easy S. I mean, the best point guard in my team, even over a guy like Ben Simmons, because he's just like Ben Simmons defensively. 6'11" at point guard, 7'3" wingspan, an elite level defender. Maybe not as good as Ben Simmons, but very close. And then he's got a way better jump shot than Ben. He's got better dribble sigs. He moves better on the court. He can play make better. And just all around, I think Hero Nikola Jokic easily going to be in that S tier category. Now, talking about Cade, I think Cade is also S. I personally think Cade is a better point guard than Ben Simmons. That's just my personal opinion, because Cade's got a way better jump shot. He moves way better on the courts, and he's just as good defensively. Once again, maybe not as much as Ben Simmons, but he's close enough defensively and way better offensively that I do think all around as a point guard, I would take Cade personally over Ben Simmons, but I do think all three of these point guards gonna be in that S tier category. Cam Whitmore, I think is probably C tier. He's still a really good card, but I just don't know about Cam Whitmore. Vince Carter probably also going to be in C tier, just a little bit undersized for that shooting guard spot. I think I will move Anthony Davis down into that D tier category. I need to balance out this tier list, and I want to have at least 1 or 2 cards in every single tier. So I think Vince Carter, Cam Whitmore going to be in that C tier category. Grady Dick, I'm gonna go B, a really underrated shooting guard. Like, Grady Dick is just a better Vince Carter. He's just Vince Carter, taller, a better defender, you know, better jump shot, because he's got a very similar release, you know, to Vince Carter with the Vince Carter upper, but then he's got the KCP base on very quick timing. He's got great dribble sigs. He's taller. He's a better defender than Vince. So I think he's just a better shooting guard than Vince Carter. Mark Eden, I think you got to give A tier 2 just because of his size, his defense, his player model at that center position. He's still one of the better interior defenders in the game. Taco Fall, another easy A, maybe S tier card. He's 7'6" at power forward, 8'2" wingspan. I still think cards like Shaq, cards like Kristaps, maybe even Victor Wembanyama, his next card, are a little bit better at power forward. So for now, I'm gonna go Taco in A tier, but I can for sure see Taco in the S tier category. Rudy Gay, I'm gonna go probably high B tier. Still a great shooting guard in the game. I personally like Asar Thompson over Rudy Gay, but I think they're somewhat close. If you wanted to put Asar Thompson down or you wanted to put Rudy Gay up, I could definitely see that. But for me personally, I think Rudy Gay gonna be in B tier. Giannis, I'm gonna go high C. Giannis is still a great small forward. I think he's super elite at that small forward position. He brings great size, great defense. I think he's probably going to be in C tier though, but still a great invincible and a great all-around small forward. Hedo Turkoglu, I'm gonna go in the B tier category. 6'10" at point guard, has an elite level jump shot and gonna play good defense because of his size and player model at that point guard position. Jonathan Isaac, I'm gonna go probably low B tier for Jonathan Isaac. Still a really good defender at small forward. He's 6'11" and one of the better on-ball defenders. Just lacks a little bit of offense at this stage in my team, but still a great card in Jonathan Isaac at small forward. Jabari Smith, I think, has a legit argument to be an A. Is Jabari Smith A tier? I think he honestly might, because if you take a look at Jabari, he's going to be a 6'10" small forward, 7'2" wingspan. He's an invincible card, so almost 98 or 99 in every single category. His jump shot's pretty good with the JT Thor base and the Donovan Mitchell upper on very quick timing. He's got really good dribble sigs with the Curry size up the Curry escape. I'm gonna go Jonathan Isaac. I'm gonna go Jabari Smith Jr. in that low A tier category. Jalen Williams, I'm gonna throw in D tier. I think this card is honestly terrible at shooting guard. I'll just quickly explain why. He doesn't have a great jump shot. He doesn't have good dribble sigs. Like, he's got the Kobe size up, the John Wall escape, which is okay, nothing crazy. His jump shot's a decent release, but nothing great. He's only 6'6" at shooting guard. I mean, Vince Carter is just as good defensively. Vince has got a way better jump shot, way better dribble sigs, and is way better at slashing to the rim. So I do think Jalen Williams gonna be in D tier. Jokic, I'm gonna go B tier for Nikola Jokic. He's still an invincible card. He's got 55 Hall of Fame badges, almost maxed out stats, and a really good jump shot for a power forward. So I'm gonna go Jokic, the playoff version, in B tier. Looking at Josh Smith, I think you probably give him B tier as well. Still a really good two-way small forward, plays great defense, does have a new and improved jump shot. Kawhi Leonard, I'm gonna go A tier. A really good defensive two guard. I like him even more than a Kawhi Leonard. I like Kawhi Leonard a little bit more than a Rudy Gay. I think his jump shot super knockdown. He's got that KCP base and the Kawhi Leonard upper, so a very similar shooting guard to Grady Dick, but his defense is still top tier at that shooting guard position. Kevin Durant, the endgame version, still an easy S tier option. The best shooting guard in my team, 6'10" at shooting guard, 7'4" wingspan. One of the best jump shots in the game, probably the fastest release in my team, best dribble sigs, best dunk package, and 99 every single stat, and maxed out Hall of Fame badges. So he's an endgame card, pretty much obviously going to be an S tier. Walker Kessler is actually really good. I'm going to throw him in A tier. I think he's like, him and Evan Mobley are really slept on at the power forward position. I do think they're both going to be in that A tier category. Kevin Garnett, I'm going to go B tier. A very similar shooting guard, small forward to a Jonathan Isaac. Just a great defender. Does have a pretty good jump shot. And I like the fact that KG can play that shooting guard position. Invincible Kobe. I know people are going to hate me for this. I'm putting Kobe in C tier. I know, you guys can get mad at me. I know everyone loves Kobe. I love Kobe, rest in peace, but he's just not a great point guard this year, you know, with that jump shot and his dribble sigs. I would say Cuter Turkoglu, Anthony Black, Scotty Barnes over him. He's still a great point guard. Like, I'm not saying he's necessarily a bad point guard. I'm just saying compared to some of the best point guards in the game, I think he's gonna have to be in C tier. Kristaps Porzingis, I'm gonna put in S tier. I think he's such a good power forward. Elite level jump shot, 7'3" at power forward, plays good defense, and he's a lot quicker than a card like Taco Fall. So I'm gonna go KP in that S tier category. Brook Lopez, I'm gonna have to go probably like C or D tier. I'm gonna go C. He's just not that tall at that center position, and he can't play power forward. Luka Doncic, I'm gonna go easy A tier. Him and Amen Thompson, I think, are very close to the point guard spot. Both great offensive point guards. Luka, one of the best, if not the best, offensive point guard in the game. Magic Johnson, I'm gonna go B tier. Still a great defender. He's 6'9" at that point guard position. Just lacks a little bit of offense with his jump shot. Carmelo, I'm also go B tier. Pretty much the exact same small forward as Josh Smith. They're very similar, and I think both going to be in B tier. Carmelo Anthony, I still think you got to give him at least A tier. He's a great offensive shooting guard, very similar in my eyes to Asar Thompson. I think Asar a little bit better defensively. Carmelo's got a little bit more offense with his jump shot. Looking at Brandon Miller, probably B tier. He reminds me a lot of a Rudy Gay. I think they're kind of similar shooting guards, both tall, great wingspan, height, player model. Everything about them is very, very similar in my opinion. Hero Yao Ming, I still think you got to put Yao in that S tier category. 7'6" at that center position, great player model, great wingspan, and still does have a capable jump shot. MJ got to be A tier. Another very similar point guard to Luka, to LaMelo. He's a great defender and does have a pretty good jump shot. Endgame Paulo Banchero, one of the more slept on small forwards in the game. I know there's Victor, I know there's Bull, there's tons of good small forwards, but I think Banchero still gotta be in that S tier category. He's an endgame card, so maxed out stats, maxed out badges, and also does have the same animations as Kevin Durant. Pink Diamond Peter, gonna have to be in D tier. I think Brook Lopez also gonna be in D tier. They're just not that great of cards in my opinion. Scottie Pippen gonna be in B. A really good defensive shooting guard, has a good jump shot, really good in the catch and shoot. Ralph Sampson, I think is gonna be in high B tier. A really good defensive center. I just think his jump shot's a lot worse than Mark Eden, so gonna put Ralph Sampson in B. Kareem, I think you still got to give A tier too because of his defense. He's a great defender at that power forward position, and I think he's very similar to an Evan Mobley and a Walker Kessler. Ron Artest, I'm gonna go high B tier. Another very similar point guard to Scotty Barnes, to Anthony Black, Magic. I think they're kind of all in the same tier. Russell Westbrook, I'm gonna go F tier. Sabonis, I'm gonna go C just because of his height at that center position. Invincible Shaq, I think you got to give S tier. The best auctionable power forward in the game, since Manu Bull's not going to be on this tier list. A super dominant power forward with a great jump shot. Jason Tatum, I'm gonna go low B tier or low A tier. Still a great offensive small forward. I think him and Jabari Smith are very similar at that small forward position. Invincible T-Mac, still gotta be S tier, one of the best offensive cards in the game. Tim Thomas, I'm gonna probably go in. I'm gonna go still A tier for Tim Thomas, a great offensive shooting guard, 6'10". Jarris Walker, I'm gonna go in B tier, a really good two-way small forward. Victor Wembanyama, I'm gonna probably go high A tier, but I could see Victor potentially being in that A tier category. Wes Unseld, another Scotty Barnes, Ron Artest type of point guard, and then I think Wiggins also gonna be in that B tier category. So I think that's gonna round out my auctionable card tier list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I think I want to keep Taco and Victor, or I guess I can move Taco and Victor into the S tier category. But yeah, guys, that's going to be my auctionable card tier list. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys would change about it. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.